If you're not using dried chives in recipes, like what are we doing? I might need to block you. This bread though, use it to collect sauce, use it to dip, use it as a taco shell. Avocado toast, use it as your naan or flatbread replacement. Today's recipe is known as paratha, an Indian flatbread that is better known in my household as chameleon bread, as it can be adaptable to many recipes. So adaptable that while I may have rattled off a ton of different ways that you can use it as lunch or dinner, savory and sweet breakfasts actually aren't too far behind. I have made tons of breads. Homemade brioche, homemade focaccia, homemade challah, all of them plant-based. But these breads are heavily time-consuming and really only focused in maybe 1 or 2 lanes as far as breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And lastly, they all take a particular level of experience to fabricate, while paratha is extremely easy. And there's several considerations to get really good results. Let me start off by saying this bread, I don't believe is traditionally made with a batter, but actually made into a dough first. Making it into a batter has already significantly depleted your workload. Starting off with choosing your flour. All-purpose flour, wheat flour, and gluten-free all-purpose flour. I have tested and was able to create this with basically the same ingredients. I say basically because there is a small difference in how much water you use. Maybe 2 to 4 tablespoons difference depending on which flour. My trick to getting the perfect consistency is to add in the recommended amount, then add in 1 tablespoon of water until the right consistency is reached. Unlike pancake batter, you want this to be a bit more runny, loose, if you will. Yeah, it's my loose language. So like when you pour the batter into the skillet, you want it completely gone from your pouring device within about 1 to 2 seconds. My sophisticated pouring device of choice was a measuring cup. Yep. Yeah. The ingredients you choose to go in this can make all of the difference. Some of my basics are chives, dried of course, green onions, red onions, garlic. I could add a whole bulb of garlic in here and be in my own little garlic oasis. On the other hand, you could gear everything towards more of a sweet and dessert or even breakfast direction. Now I know I showed the semi burrito deal with the scrambled in it, but you can remove all of the savory items and then lean in a bit with a little sugar, even some maple syrup, or even add in like some berries or chopped nuts to the batter. Keep in mind, you do wanna chop or even mince the berries if you're planning to apply them to the batter. You could wait till you're done and just, put them inside. Here's the deal. Once you pour everything into the skillet and you do that little circular spread the pizza sauce motion as you're trying to thin it out a bit and stretch it. You don't want big chunks that you're basically, going over road bumps as you're trying to push the batter out. All your good stuff would just be on the edge, and that's not cool. Within the recipe, you saw me use plant butter. Typically, I would swap that for like olive oil. I just didn't have some at the time. Therefore, feel free to choose a different oil if you like, or even like some applesauce or something if you wanna avoid the oil altogether. You wanna use a non-stick skillet for this recipe. I would encourage you, if you have it, choose a cast iron skillet, as it is naturally non-stick. And if you tend to eat a lot of plants, this skillet will help organically get you a little bit more iron into the diet. My last tip here is gonna be to make sure you have good ventilation and to keep that skillet on medium to medium high as you cook. This paratha cooks really fast. The high heat is going to help you achieve that range of texture and even send some steam throughout the batter to give you those air pockets. On the other hand, because of the high heat, some of that residual oil may begin to smoke, which is why that good ventilation will come in handy. This paratha recipe can be found linked in the description below or at my website, makeitdairyfree.com. While you're on here, you can check out another one of my videos or watch this one twice. I won't be mad at you. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, believe in good. Peace.